All right, let's go into some role play now. Okay, so first of all, I want you guys to kind of just throw out things that you struggle with personally, or maybe something that you come across that you don't know how to go, like, walk through. Anybody? So I wrote down price objections. That's something that I know a ton of coaches get, is price objections. So is there anything else that you would say you get stuck on, or, when you kind of are just like, oh, I don't know what to do next, or?
I think two of the ones that I've been coming across recently are either like, I'm not ready to order, whether it's a financial situation or something. They're like, I'm just going to wait till next month. I don't want Shakeology right now. I just want the fitness plan. Like, Shakeology isn't,
Okay.
for whatever reason.
Okay.
I've also had people tell me that they just ordered a bunch of supplements, like, or protein shake or whatever they've already been on. Mm-hmm. And so they want to wait.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, and obviously some of these things are just kind of, you got to check back in with them in a month or two. But so I want to first, let's tap into the I don't want Shakeology one first. Okay, let's start by just, Jamie, you want to just play somebody, and I am going to message you, and you just talk like you would to me, like you were an old friend. Okay. Hey, Jamie, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. Amy, what's going on?
Oh, busy with the boys and working and, just loving life. How are things with you?
They're good. They're good. The kids are crazy. James is insane, and I'm trying to keep up with him. Ella had us spoiled, but yeah, life is good. Life is good.
Good. Aren't those boys just so crazy?
They are. He's like wound up, and I can't keep up with him. And he's into everything, but I love him. Oh,
yes. I know exactly how you feel. Times that times 3. Yeah, it's insane. So what are you doing these days?
I'm working with the daycare, and we're keeping busy. We are trying to put on an addition. So, it's like life is not slowing down.
Yeah, can be really tough. We were moving a couple years ago. I was pregnant, and it was just insane. So I hear ya. So I know that you've been posting some things about health and fitness. I wanted to see if you've ever thought about health and fitness coaching.
I don't know. I'm trying to make a change myself. My husband's been, really big on changing our eating habits. So I've just been trying to be paleo, and I really think that I'm doing well with that.
Awesome. So what all have you changed since you started with this paleo diet?
I don't eat any carbs. I don't eat any dairy. I don't eat any beans. It's small amounts of fruit, obviously no sugar. And I'm trying to eat just my meals, not mine and the children's.
That's awesome. Yeah, I tend to do that sometimes too. So how is that working for you?
Pretty good. I'm down about 6 pounds, so I still have a ways to go.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. You should definitely be proud of that, because it's not easy always, and changing your lifestyle is just amazing. But it looks like, though, you have created this healthy lifestyle and you're started to share it. Did you know that you could actually continue doing that and make money doing it?
No, I didn't. How can you tell me more?
So pretty much we do the same type of stuff. We share our life on social media as far as health and fitness goes. And we just help to inspire others come along the journey with us. We do use our Beachbody programs and Shakeology, which is, where we're going to be getting our money from. But we really just share our journey, and we're inviting people to come along with us so that we can help inspire others to get healthy and fit too.
So what is Shakeology? I've heard of like Insanity, and I don't think I can do that, but what's Shakeology?
Okay, so, number one, you don't have to do Insanity. You can do any other programs. We have so many other programs, and, really we can talk about that afterwards to figure out what program would be great for you. But by adding the workout along with the Shakeology, and it would go right along with your paleo diet, we can get this, we can get you even better results, and then you would just share it with those to come along board. So the Shakeology is an all-natural drink. It is a snack or meal replacement, and you would drink it once a day. You had mentioned that, you were crazy, running around with your boys, or your son, which I can completely relate to. I have been exhausted many times running around after my 3. And Shakeology has really helped me. And the reason why it works is because our bodies lack quality nutrients. And this actually will give your body 70 superfoods in one serving. So it will help with, losing that extra weight that you're looking forward to doing, that you have already started with the paleo. And it will give you that energy boost to help get you through the day. And like I said, I know as a mom, it can be totally crazy. So it's kind of that drink that's going to give you the energy and keep you well so that you can keep them well too.
I mean, I think it sounds good in theory, but I used to try Slim Fast, and I feel like I was eating even more food because I was like hungry, and it was like chocolate water.
Yeah, so this is not anything like Slim Fast. There is 70 superfoods. Slim Fast is full of chemicals, and Shakeology can also be a snack replacement. It doesn't have to be just a meal replacement, so you don't have to feel deprived if for whatever reason it's not filling you up for a full meal. It also has, so our body lacks nutrients. Even if we ate completely healthy or completely paleo, whatever, the food here in the US has all kinds of pesticides, GMOs, things on it we don't even know. Our water is contaminated, all kinds of things. So the quality of our food is really, really poor. Just for an example, an apple a day is actually 30% less nutritious than it was only 50 years ago. So our bodies haven't changed, and what we need in our body hasn't changed. So Shakeology has been comprised of things all over the world. So this food is from all over the world. Shakeology is the best of the best, no GMOs, no pesticides. So because of the high quality, it will actually make your body, lack cravings. You won't have that, you won't be feeling hungry all the time. It kind of fills all the gaps, the nutritional gaps, where you're not getting in your daily diet. No matter how much you try, this kind of fills in all those gaps and areas. So, it does all kinds of great things for your body, including, boosting your immune system as well as your metabolism. So it won't be anything like Slim Fast. Slim Fast is designed to be a quick fix. It's full of chemicals. Truthfully, it's horrible for you. And I would never promote something like that. But I know that Shakeology has worked for me. So I am trying to help other people get on board and see the impact that it can make on their lives too. So, what would you say that your own fitness goals would be? I didn't really get to see if you were active at all yet.
I mean, I chase my kids around the house and we're outside, we're going for walks. I know my doctors really, really want me to be more active. I've been told by two of my doctors that I need to lose some weight, but I don't know. I don't see it happening. Like
Yeah.
I'm active enough with them, and I think that should suffice.
Mm-hmm. Do you find
we need it?
Yeah. Do you find it hard to maybe find the time to do it?
Definitely with nap schedules, and it's like I'm going constantly, so I'm exhausted at the end of the day.
Yeah. So, what would you say if you were to start doing a workout? What would be a kind of workout that maybe you would enjoy? Like, for example, yoga or dance or lifting weights or more cardio?
I guess I probably need to increase my cardio. Like I'm not, I'm certainly winded after going up the stairs, and that's probably a tell-all sign. I don't know that I see myself lifting weights, but I could definitely, I would be interested in yoga too.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, nutrition is obviously a huge piece of this, but you also should have the exercise portion in there. And the great thing is that I honestly never had the time either. And I was getting more frustrated than anything because I wanted to work out, but I wasn't able to because the gym here doesn't have childcare. And, at that time when I had started, I had 2 children and it was just craziness. So I completely understand. I felt like I could never, ever get a workout in. It just wasn't going to happen. But the great thing is now we offer 25 to 30-minute workouts. And to me, it's kind of like, who can't fit that into their day? Whether you can do it at nap time or you can do it before they're up or maybe after they go to bed. That was seriously like the best thing that I could have done for myself. It just made me feel so much better and more confident. And it was literally only 25 minutes a day. So it was pretty flippin' awesome. We do have a program. So it's called T25. That is all our mainly cardio based. That is our 25-minute program. And that is actually what I started with. And I saw incredible results. And the great thing about it is that although your cardio might not be up yet, there's a modifier in there. So you get to follow her until you're up to speed with the, Shanti, the instructor. And it's one of those things that you can actually do it over and over and over again. It's from home, it's 25 minutes, and you don't have to go outside the house. You literally can wake up, go downstairs, push play, and get it done. And I know for me, that honestly was the only way I was going to get a workout in. I didn't have time to get dressed, get over to the gym, find a babysitter. So this is, get in, get out, you're done. So do you think a 25-minute program would work for you?
I mean, I feel like it has to. If I don't have time for 25 minutes, then I probably need to reevaluate my life. So.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously when you make any lifestyle change, some things you do, maybe you need to sacrifice a couple things here and there just so that you can create a healthier lifestyle, but you've already started on a healthier lifestyle. It seems to me that you've already made that switch. You're already conscious about what food you're eating, and you are, already sharing and being an example to people. So I kind of see this as a seamless transition for you. And I think that you would just do really well with it. And, if you wanted to, you could bring other people along the way. You could even make some money doing it. And it would get you that discount.
That sounds awesome. So if it's a discount, are we talking a lot of money here? What is the cost for all this? Because it's kind of sounding too good to be true.
Yeah, so the T25 and Shakeology is a program that you can purchase together. And if you get that together, it actually will waive the fee to sign up as a coach. as a coach, you can kind of make this however you want to, because it's all dependent upon you. It's kind of like owning your own business. So, if you weren't confident right off the bat to get out there and, invite everybody, you can actually just use this as a discount. So you would be getting 25% off of all products at any time. So if you decided down the road you wanted the next program, you could do that, and it would be 25% off, which is a pretty great deal. You will also have access to training. So if you do want to take off with this and you want to build this as a business, you'll have access to all of the #1 coaches trainings, as well as all of my trainings. And we will really just help you. I will never send you out there to the wolves if this is something you want to pursue. I will help you. I kind of work off of you. So if you want to do calls with me once a week, then that's what we'll do. If you don't want to talk to me for a couple months, then that's what we'll do. So I don't force anything upon you guys. There's no requirement as to, how much you want to sell. Some people literally just sign up so that they can get the discount, and they never work the business. Or maybe here and there, they talk to their friends, they're like, oh, I want to order. And so then you make money because they can purchase through you. So it's a pretty awesome deal. You also get the Shakeology and the workout at a discount when you purchase them together. So it's truly a great deal. Also, everything is 30-day money back guarantee. So if for whatever reason, you didn't find that the Shakeology worked out for you or what have you, then you could return it and get your money back. So it's that was one of the things for me that, because I'll be honest, like I wasn't really sure about it when I first started, and I was a little skeptical, and I thought it was, maybe a little out of my price range. And when I found that out, I kind of was like, well, what do I have to lose? I could return it all. So, yeah, it's pretty awesome. So do you think that this would be something that you would want to move forward with?
Yeah, it definitely sounds interesting. I mean, the thought of bringing in extra money can certainly help. My husband's a teacher, and I just, I guess, I'm curious as if I'm going to be able to, make it work off of a shake every day. I feel like I would be ravenous, but if there's a money back guarantee, what do I have to lose?
Yeah, so the shake is you can blend it, you can make it, it's actually really low in calories. So if you're going to make it a meal, you can bulk it up. And so you can do, I actually really like the chocolate Shakeology, and I'll add some natural peanut butter, some spinach, half of a banana. Sometimes I do a little bit of almond milk in there, or water, whichever. But we have so many different recipes that, you can really find what works for you. And, so I like to actually blend mine because it does keep me more full. But, if I'm out on the road, it's also one of those convenient things, because let's be honest, like sometimes we expect a trip out with the kids, to be like 20 minutes and it ends up to be like 2 hours. So I keep one in my car. I'll just keep the powder in my car in my shaker. And so I can always add water to it and shake it up, and I'm good to go. I didn't have to stop at McDonald's. I didn't have to, run into a store to grab some food. It's right there. It's ready. It's portable. And I know that even if I had 2 a day, that I'm not compromising my health or nutrition. So it's really convenient. And, we can work together, and I will help you with a meal plan, and we can figure out, it sounds like you're on a great track already, and you're already, limiting carbs and things like that. So I would like to look at that a little bit more and just kind of break it down and see if there's anything that needs to be changed or added in other than the shakes. And we can really work together to help you reach your goals. And then also, bring a couple other people on board so that you could get it paid for.
Awesome. So how much would this cost? Like what are we looking at out of pocket for me?
Okay. So the T25 and Shakeology program is $205. It is honestly an amazing program. It has 3 different levels to it. So you have 2. It has the alpha and then the beta. So it is a 10-week program. And as I had mentioned, you will be able to repeat it, as well as you get the Shakeology for the entire month. And you also have access to me, to our accountability groups, to our coaching groups. We'll go over meal planning. We talk about, just hosting a group where everybody's comfortable. We hold each other accountable. We motivate each other. We talk about healthy and clean recipes. It's just really a great group of people that we're really focused on you meeting your goals. And so that's kind of the piece where a lot of other companies per se, or SlimFast, they don't provide you that support. So I am here and available to you always and anytime to help you through that. So the T25 program, the accountability group, you get the Shakeology, and I can even throw you in a little discount if that would be helpful to you right now.
I mean, it's like, $205. It just sounds like a lot of money. I'm gonna have to run it past my husband, but I guess you're right. It's not just the SlimFast shake, and there is other components to it, and I could make some money, so that sounds good. But that's just, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. So as I had mentioned, I thought the same exact thing. I really wasn't going to do it because I thought it was, a little pricey. But then the more I thought about it, you would have to go to a gym. You would have to pay for a gym membership. You would have to pay a nutritionist or somebody to do a meal plan for you. You would have to buy the shakes as well. And truthfully, it's more than just a gym. It would be more of like a personal trainer, because it is giving you exactly what you need to do every single day. It has the plan written out for you. And so if you take all those things, you would be spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And like I had mentioned, you can redo this program. So if you get through it in that 10-week period and you want to go through it again, you're able to do that. And you don't have to fork out, that extra cost for a new gym membership every single month. And as I had mentioned, 30-day money back guarantee. So after those 30 days, if you feel like, this didn't help me at all, then absolutely, I will back you up. You can return it, get your money back, and there will be no questions asked.
What do I have to lose other than the weight?
Awesome. All right. So I can actually get you signed up today. I just need your email address, and then we'll go through, what Shakeology you would like, and I can get it all sent to your email. It's a pretty easy process. And then if you have any questions or you need any help along the way, just let me know. But it actually works out perfect because I have a coach apprenticeship program that's going to be opening up on Monday, and we have our next challenge group starting in 2 weeks. So by the time that your package comes in, you'll be ready to go. You will be on board for starting these on time together with the rest of the group, and we can get you those awesome results. How does that sound?
That sounds perfect. Thank you so much, Amy.
All right. Awesome. Well, I will, if you don't mind, could you just text me your email address, and then
sending it right now. And I think I want chocolate too.
Perfect. Yeah, that's my favorite. I love it. I just never get tired of it. You can also make these really great recipes. Like you can add it to your yogurt. I created this Buckeye recipe, which is all natural, clean. So you can even make like little desserts and things like that with the chocolate. So it's really, really great. And you can give a little bit to your children. If you're okay with that, you can, get it passed by your doctor first. But my kids absolutely love it. And they've just been so much more healthy ever since they've been having it every day.
That's awesome. Speaking of which.
Hi, Emma. Oh, it's the beauty of being a stay-at-home mom.
Role play, live role play.
Yes, exactly. All right. So get me that email address, and then I'll let you know when I get it put through, and we will get you all set up, and I'll add you to all of our groups.
Wonderful. I texted you, so you should have it there.
All right. Awesome. Thank you so much, Jamie. I look
Thank
forward
you,
to working
Amy.
with you and helping you feel better and just get you, vamped up and helping other people too.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Jane.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. So we kind of touched on everything there, I think. Yeah. Okay. What do you guys think? Oh, you guys are on mute.
I thought she was a pretty easy customer.
Yeah, I thought the same thing too. It was a pretty
I mean, obviously it's hard to role play that, but I think the most frustrating and difficult thing is when you have someone who you're talking to and they're all for it and they're all excited, and then all of a sudden they just drop off and you cannot get them to respond no matter what you do. And it's you were right there.
And don't get me wrong, like I said, things will happen and people will drop off, and no matter what you say, sometimes people are just like, no, there are some people you just can't win over, and that's okay. And people that just kind of drop off and they say that they're on board, typically what I will do is I step back, and then I'll message them after I initially message them, following up, and they don't say anything. I'll let it go a couple days, and then I'll message them again, be like, hey, I'm not really sure what happened, I hope everything is okay. Maybe now is not a good time, which is completely fine, but would you want to join a free group? And so I kind of let them know that it's okay, things happen. If it's not a good time, I understand, but I still would love to help you in some sort of way. And so, that's kind of where I go with it. A lot of people will respond to that and they'll be like, okay, yeah, I'm so sorry something came up, or I'm so sorry, we just had to go buy a new car, or whatever it is, you know what I mean? But at least you kind of have a resolution there, and you're not just left hanging, and you're like, okay, that's great, I'll get you added to this group. Would you still be interested in the future, or should I keep you on my list? And then you can go and message them later on down the road.
I know it was easier on you, but I also think there was something you were doing something that I never did in the beginning, and it was asking a lot of questions. So even though you gave a lot of information, and it was it wasn't word vomit, it was all, there was a direction, there was kind of a purpose to that, and so that's why I didn't kick it back so much right back to you, because it was, it was certainly, there was an ebb and flow in the conversation, and it wasn't just you being this,
Right.
like that.
Yeah. So, and it's funny actually, because when I first started, I literally word vomited all over everybody. And so I literally probably messaged almost every single friend of mine on Facebook within first 2 weeks of my business. And I wrote them this huge long thing about, what I'm doing and how, I wanted to see if they would be interested in joining me. And this is what Shakeology does, and da, 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 da. Well, as I am working back through and messaging people again, and that was 2.5 years ago, and it's popping up the last time I messaged them with this huge long thing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, idiot, no wonder you didn't respond to me. But I want to let you know too, even though I am 2.5 years into the business, last week, so our coaching, our Team Cup, we've been trying to reach out to 20 people a day. And I'll tell you, I just now, I've went through all my messages, and I still have probably I don't know, in one day I messaged 25 people, and I still have maybe 15 who didn't respond to me. So, and I literally just said, hey, how are you? So it's not you. Like, don't think that it's you, and don't let it stop you, because that's the only way that I've been able to do well at this is the people who don't respond, whatever, like, who cares? They're just not interested, or maybe they didn't see it, or maybe they forgot about it, or whatever. Move on. Like, you can't get hung up on people saying no. You can't get hung up on, people not responding. It literally just, I put it out of my head and I go on to the next 20. And even if I get 5 people or 3 people or 2 people to respond to that 20, that's great. That is great, because then I have an opportunity to form a relationship and to talk to them about this opportunity. So I don't ever let that stop me. And so I think the thing is, if you are struggling and you're finding like, it's a numbers game. So like if you're talking to 2 people a day, you're reaching out to 2 people a day, your business is going to move a heck of a lot slower, because look at the numbers, 20 people in a day. And I maybe had like 5, 10 is really pushing it, respond to me. So if you're only messaging 2 people a day, if you message those 2 people, let's say you message 2 people every single day this week, maybe those were the 10 that didn't respond to me all today. You know what I mean? So you can't expect things to move along, or maybe be closing these deals. You could be doing everything right. You could be doing everything right. And yet, these people just aren't ready, and that's okay. But if you do want to move your business forward, which I know all of you on this call do, then you just need to up the amount of people that you are talking to and reaching out to in a day. And believe me, I have had conversations with people that were much easier than Jamie. And I've had that are harder too. But, I think the main thing is, and this is where you have to get confident in what you're doing. The main thing is that you are asking the right questions. You are getting to know them. So, I don't know if you noticed, but like later on in our conversation, I picked back up. You said that, and I brought back in what she said to me. And so from that, I was able to pull back our conversation. She knows I was listening, and I related to her, and then I gave her a solution. So after everything she's telling, so the questions are just like you absorbing information, okay? You need to just absorb the information. You can ask her 20 questions, come up with a list of questions and work off of that. Whitney and Courtney have posted questions in our group. In the file section, there is a form that they work off of and questions that they work off of. So the biggest thing is honestly asking questions, listening, and then relating to them. And obviously offering a solution. But if you skip those first 2 things and you're only offering solutions to them without truly knowing what's going on and how it can fit their life, then you will be missing out on customer after customer after customer, because you don't know them. And you need to let them know that they are important, because truthfully, and I've said this before, some people have come to me and they're like, oh my gosh, Insanity Max 30, it's out, I want it. And I'm like, okay, that's awesome. Like, can you tell me a little bit about your goals? Can you tell me a little bit about where you are right now in your fitness journey? Where would you say, are you advanced? Are you, just beginning? What is it? Maybe that program is like so wrong for them. So I offer maybe size, like something completely, totally different. And they know that I took the time to understand them, to pick out the right thing for them. I mean, I have had that happen where I have to say, all right, let's dial it back, because I don't think that was the right program for you right now. I'll support you 100% if that's what you choose, but I don't want you to get discouraged. Like, I want to choose what is right for you so you can get the best results and not feel discouraged. So like, it's all about that person. And so if they don't feel that they have the support or the right information off of the bat, they're not going to be willing to spend $205 or even $140 to on really what they're not sure of. So they need to know that this is the right solution for them. And so I think, honestly, that's the biggest piece. So when a lot of people are hearing price objections, you know, I think that that's a lot to do with it. They don't understand that I need this product. Your job is to understand them so that they say, I need this product. Being a part of your accountability group is going to help me feel more confident, is going to help me learn about food, is going to keep me on track. They need to believe that. So you have to do the questions first so that you can fill it in and they can understand that they do need this. If they don't believe that, they won't buy it. Okay? Trying to think of. So, and of course, you know, there's going to be people where like, how much is this? Like, how much is this? And they're going to ask before, like, I will, if you didn't notice, she asked me, how much is this program? And I didn't answer her. I told her everything she'd be getting, but I didn't answer her right off the bat. Because if someone came up to me and said, oh my gosh, you need this program, it's $205, I'd be like, yeah, right. I don't think so. You know, and because they might not understand it and they're like, well, I could go to the gym and spend $50 a month. That's cheaper than $205. That's where my mind would be at. I'd be like, no, I pay a gym membership, $50 a month, much cheaper than $205. That's what I would think. Unless somebody broke it down for me and made me understand and believe that, like, oh my gosh, this is an awesome program. I need it. And it's actually going to be saving me money in the long run. So I avoid that question as long as I can because they need to understand what they're getting before and how it will help them before they know the price. Yeah? Does that make sense? Okay. So do you guys have any other questions, any other objections? People who have already ordered protein shakes. So for people like that, I try to get them to understand that this is not a protein shake. Because if they want the extra protein, they can add it to the Shakeology or they can take it after their workout. Shakeology is not a protein shake. And I say that flat out. I say, that's great, you're taking protein. Number one, what brand is it? Because I want to make sure they're not taking some crap that is full of metals and, you know, harming them. And then I let them know, listen, I completely get it. Like, I was taking protein shakes all the time too, but I really truly didn't see any results from it until I added Shakeology into my diet. And now I do. I am on the performance line and I'm taking protein too. So, but I have never skipped my Shakeology because that has changed my life. And so if you can talk to them about that, once again, ask them questions. What protein are they on? Have they seen results with it? Is it all natural? Why do they feel they need the protein shake? What are their goals? Are they trying to lose weight? What is it? Why are they taking the protein shake? Because a lot of people, to be honest, they don't know. They're like, oh, I'm just taking a protein shake. And most of them don't see any results from it because it's literally like they're just taking it. They don't even know why they're taking it. So
a lot of people with protein shakes too, they don't realize what they're doing to their body with them. So like you'll have a lot of people who don't work out, don't lift, and they're taking these protein shakes. And yeah, your body needs protein, but if you're not lifting or you're not working out, your body doesn't need protein that you're drinking and in that form and that amount. So they're actually making themselves fatter because that protein will turn to fat, not go into your muscles and use it. Yeah. So they're thinking, oh, well, these people just take protein shakes, so I'm fine. But that's not the case because they're working out or they're doing whatever, they're athletes, and now you're not. So they hear about protein shakes and they think that's right for them, and it's not the case. So
Like,
that's what I found a lot. It's like, they're like, oh, well, so-and-so takes it. I'm like, that person's a college athlete. You sit on your butt. Like, so
it's true though. It is so true.
yeah, I have so many people who are like, well, I drink protein. I'm
Yeah.
like, and why? Because I don't drink protein. I like there, I don't like the taste. I don't like the texture. So I don't ever drink it. And like, it's so not necessary.
Mhm.
So
It's true. And like the thing is, especially with protein, is majority of Americans get more than enough protein in their diet.
mhm.
And our bodies can only absorb so much protein. Our body will just dump it out. We can't absorb massive amounts of protein. And that's
especially when you're eating it and then you're drinking it, because that protein shake, you just like put down the toilet. So
right.
you're actually that $100, $200 that you just spent on that protein isn't doing anything. So you just wasted $200.
Right. And so like because I work at a gym, like I will talk to a lot of people about that, because I'm like, listen, can you just trust me? Give me 30 days. Give me 30 days. You can return it. You can get your money back. If you are set on this protein shake, add it in, add it to your Shakeology, have it after your workout, or have your shake before and take your protein after. And if they give me that 30 days and I know they're working out and they have a program and, all these things, they start seeing results. Because I am telling you, I was in the same stinking boat. I was in the gym. I was drinking protein shakes. I was eating healthy, and my body was not changing. And I was so frustrated. And that's actually what led me to Shakeology, because I was so annoyed. I was like, what the heck? I'm taking protein. I'm eating healthy. I was sick all the time, even though I was eating healthy, and no results. Might as well just sit on the couch, not work out, and save my money, because literally nothing was happening until I added the Shakeology in. And so I will tell people that. I know not everybody has that story, but not until I added the Shakeology did I actually, number one, start seeing results and dropping weight from having a baby. And then number two, completely changed my health. Like I literally used to be sick all the time. Lyme's disease destroyed my immune system. You can ask anybody who knew me growing up. Like I was always the sick girl. Like even though I was in sports, like I was always sick. I've missed so many days of school. I always had to have doctor's notes because I had to get excused from like missing so many days. And it was because the Lyme disease destroyed my immune system. And not until I started taking Shakeology did I build it back up. And I rarely get sick now, like truthfully. And that, like, I will never, ever sacrifice not taking Shakeology. I don't care. They could up it to $200 a month. Like, I will take it because it's changed my life. I will not sacrifice being sick for money, So, and use these stories, guys. Like, you don't have to have your own personal story. That's the beauty of having a team and, oh my gosh, like go on YouTube, how Shakeology changed my life or whatever. Look it up. The more information you know, the better. That doesn't mean you have to spew it onto everybody you talk to, but if you have people that are having certain issues, you have a bank to pull stuff from. So, get to know it, get to, like Shay Stanford has incredible Shakeology calls. Like she will talk to you about protein shakes. She will tell you like the truth about all these things. She was a pharmaceutical sales rep and she was making tons of flipping money, and she left it for Beachbody because of how natural it is and how it has changed her life. And so on all aspects, whether it was the health or the money, whatever, like she is doing so much better than she ever was, when she was working at this pharmaceutical industry. And she didn't want to back that up anymore because she believes in the natural way of health. So listen to her calls, just YouTube them, they're there. But yeah, really, the more information you know, the better. Let's see. People that aren't ready to order, get them into our free group, Fearless and Fit Lifestyle, which I would love for people to be posting in that more. Treat it more like an accountability group, because I promise if we do, people who aren't ready will become ready. So if you're not in the Fearless and Fit Lifestyle, just message me, I'll add you in. That's our free group that anybody can go into. I think we covered the other stuff. So does anybody else have questions or concerns? No? Okay. Was this helpful? Yes? Okay. All right. Also, another tip. If you can get people on the phone, like you could see and feel my enthusiasm, right? You could hear it. You can't do that on the computer. And I'll tell you 100% of my sales in the first, like probably 6 months, we're all on the computer, but I think I would have had a much better success rate if I had got on the phone, because now I transitioned to the phone. And they can hear my excitement, because I'm excited about this stuff. Like I love it. It has changed my life. I believe in it. And so if people can hear that, they will want to be on board with you.
Amy, what if you're talking to someone about being a coach and they're like all for it, but they're like, oh, well, I want to check out the products and see, like, is there something you specifically send them, or do you just kind of let them look around on the site? Like,
right.
So
I will ask them the same thing. So like anybody that I approach for coaching, or maybe they approach me for coaching, I go through the same process with them as far as their health and fitness, because they need to, let's be honest, like no one's really satisfied with their body, right? Like you might be like, wow, I like look good, or like I feel a lot better, but like they always have a goal, you know what I mean? So I'll ask them what type of workouts do you enjoy doing? What are you currently doing? What are some of your goals? Is there something you would like to work on? If they're a runner, maybe something like, T25 Insanity, Sanity Max, because that increases your speed, that increases your agility. So, ask all of those questions too. That's how I go about it. And then like, if we narrow it down to a couple of programs, I'll say, all right, awesome. Like, let me send you these links to check them out. And then I will follow back with you, and let me know what you think. So when do you think you'll be able to watch them by? And then let's set up a time. So that's another thing. Asking them questions for their next follow-up time, so people don't drop off. I want to say it's GoPro that talks about that. I'll make sure, but okay. Yeah. Amazing book. Like it changed my business. I listened to it because I don't have time to sit and read. So amazing book. Like you have to read it, listen to it. So you're asking questions. You try to never leave a conversation not knowing. So not knowing when the next follow-up is, not knowing, where they're at. Because if you get them to say yes to a series of questions, then they're more likely to follow through. So for example, if I'm talking to Brittany about coaching, and I've talked to her a little bit about it, and I have asked her, hey, would you be interested in listening to a recording? Then I say, okay, perfect. When do you think you would be able to listen to this by? They say Friday. I say, okay, great. So they told me a time and a day, or they told me a day. I say, perfect. So if I contact you on Saturday at noon, you would have for sure listened to that on Friday. Yes. Okay. Now I verified it twice. Okay, perfect. So does Saturday at noon work for you? Yes, that sounds good. All right, perfect. So I will contact you Saturday at noon about this recording, and we can talk and go through it. Or you set up your phone call then. So you say, all right, perfect. I will call you Saturday at noon. They have said yes to you at least 4 times in that short period of time. So they really feel obligated, whether they like the call or not, to talk to you. Okay? So getting them to reiterate what they have said to you multiple times will get them on the phone, whether it's a yes or a no. At least you know, and at least they don't just drop off. Okay? So you can do that with challengers too. But it's just a way of getting them to actually commit rather than being, wishy-washy. And, I don't do that with everybody. Like some people, they really want to do this. And so I don't have to, I kind of go off of them. Like I don't have to be like so formal and like, okay, so if I do this, No, but if I don't really know them and we're just starting to talk about it and, they haven't approached me, I approach them, then I definitely do that. Okay. Anything else? You good? I know we went like extra long today, but I think it was worth it. I hope it helped. So I will, this is recording obviously. So I will post this in our Fearless and Fit files under recordings. That's where all of the recordings are. And you guys can listen to it over and over and over again. It will eventually become second nature and become seamless for you. It just takes practice. So get out there and practice. Get out there and do this. Have these conversations, because the more you do them, the better you will get. Believe me, like I said, I was like a train wreck when I first started. And it's taken me time, and it's taken me listening to books and learning from other coaches what I should and shouldn't do. But you have it now. You can listen to it over and over and over and over. Message me if you have any questions. But you can avoid all of those stupid mistakes that I did by just, learning from this call. So I will post it in there, and hopefully it helps you. And remember, don't be afraid of the no's. Don't be afraid of people ignoring you. It happens. It still happens to me. Just keep pressing on, be consistent and persistent, and it will all click. It will all happen. And remember, if you are in this to really, truly work the business, and you want to move your business forward more quickly, just up the amount of people that you talk to daily. Because I didn't get where I am in 2.5 years by messaging 2 people a day. Okay. And that's, I think, a big misconception, because Beachbody, they say like at least 3 to 5 people a day. Not if you want to work this. No, you up that number. I wasn't messaging 20 people every single day, but I was messaging like more like 10 when I first started, or at least 5 to 10, not like 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you for jumping on. I know for some of you, this is even earlier because you have a time change. So I appreciate it so much. And if you have any questions, you can contact me afterwards. Also, don't forget to set up calls with me. I'm not going to hound you guys to get on calls with me, but the people that are pushing their business forward and have made huge strides, they do get on call with me at least bi-weekly. And they get on all of these calls. So thank you so much for starting that. And you're doing an awesome job. I'm really excited where this team is going. And I look forward to helping you. And yeah, so message me if you want to set up a call, and we can get the ball rolling for you guys. All right. All right, guys, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. And I look forward to seeing all of your beautiful faces next Tuesday at 9 o'clock Eastern. Bye, guys.